bracket number 1. Builder confidence plunges to a new low following 8 months of decline. So the builder confidence in the market for newly built single-family homes fell 6 points in August to 49. This is according to data released Monday by the National Association of Home Builders. This is the lowest level, Nicole, since May 2020. At the pandemic's onset, the index fell below a break-even score of 50. This is according to the National Association of Home Builders. Let's go through like the area demographics or the areas in which the regions, rather, not demographics, but the regions declines. They all decline. Northeast falling 9 points to 56. Midwest plummeting 11 points to 51. The South dropping 7 points to 63. And the West declining 11 points to 51. So the South is, I guess, the most optimistic according to builders at 63. Everybody else is closer to 50. And overall, we are sitting at 49. And it's been 8 months of decline. They're pointing towards this uncertainty in construction costs, which continue to go up. And of course, the rising interest rates, which have somewhat, I guess, stabilized as of late, just right around that 5 mark. Nicole, what does this mean for just mindset of the buyer in today's market, whether they're looking for new construction or not? What's this mean for buyers?
Well, I mean, I think, and I hate saying this because I feel like every time we're sitting here, we're always like, yeah, a few weeks ago we chatted about this. I do think that this is, again, agents' opportunities to really sort of lean into like the education side. I think everybody is uncertain right now, whether it's building, whether it's buying, whether it's your job, whether it's saving. I mean,
When you
what?
say education, would you break down the cost of these resale homes and that they are still significantly lower than the cost of a new construction home and the value you can get by buying resale single family homes?
Was that a question? I'm
That
sorry,
was a
you broke
question.
out. Yeah.
Is that what you would break down?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think you could certainly do that, but I do also think though that with the inventory being so like limited at this point, especially again in the I'm really just talking mostly about the Northeast. I think it's
But it's
also.
in many areas. I mean, Tom Toole just said it on Monday's Over Ask pod. If you watch that, Tom said in the
Yep.
Philadelphia area, 1.5 months of inventory. In the comments, where are you at in months of inventory in your market?
Yeah, because I still think that there's an opportunity here for buyers to get a home that they want. That is, again, buyers still want the bling. I mean, I'm still
Mm.
walking through homes that maybe they don't have the central air or the master bathroom, and people are they're not jumping on all these homes anymore. So there is still 100% an opportunity here for buyers to get into it. But yeah, I mean, I guess it could go either way. I mean, that's our job, though, right?
The,
Like the job is to show both sides of the coin. Like, yeah, you can get something, at a resale home, maybe for a better cost and certainly quicker. But again, I do think that there is an upside on building still for people that are looking for that.
yeah, I agree with you that we're still so short on the supply that we still need builders to build. This is an unfortunate number, this builder confidence index, because it might slow down the building process. We know we need more inventory in the long term. When you're talking about many markets at less than still 2 months of inventory, there was a report recently that we just hit a 12-year low for new listings. Like new listings continue to go down. And I just want to make sure I have that right, because when it came out of my mouth, Nicole,
Yeah, it didn't feel good.
it
It
felt
felt a little
wrong.
dirty. It felt dirty.
It didn't feel dirty. No, it didn't feel dirty, but it did feel wrong. I'm just going to look it up real quick. I believe, where did I see that? But listen, new listings are way down. There's not much inventory. Okay, new listings dropped 12%. So that's the largest decline in more than 2 years, not 12 years. So let me just
You were close though.
a
There
little
was
auto correct there.
the number 12 was in that sentence.
I knew the number 12 because I was looking at it today. New listings have dropped 12%. So it's not like, okay, builders are slowing down. Yes, for sure. Their confidence is down, but it's not like homeowners are seeing that as an opportunity to go and rush and get their house to the market. Nicole, what I predicted in the spring is coming true.
Okay.
And I'm not going to do a victory lap here because it's
Oh,
not
you love
something
doing the victory. It
it,
is
it's
something you love doing.
it's not something I love doing. It's not something I've wanted to do because it's not great for the overall health of the market. But what I said in the spring is we're going to go into a cold war of sorts in this real estate market. What does a cold war mean? It means people are sitting on the sidelines. Jerry Kotner said in a statement, he is the NAHB chairman. And in a troubling sign that consumers are now sitting on the sidelines due to higher housing costs. The August buyer traffic number in our builder survey was 32. So buyer traffic. And if you're doing open houses right now, hit the like button if you're seeing less than expected traffic. It's weird. There's no inventory. Real estate is still in good demand, but yet the traffic is really low. So is the
Mhm.
demand really that high? It is the lowest level since April 2014 for buyer traffic, with the exception of spring 2020 when the pandemic first hit. Obviously, take that out
Right.
because nobody was going
Nobody was having
outside.
them. Yeah.
So sideline sitting. If builders sit on sideline, we're just pushing the can down the road of this
For sure.
inventory issue. Sellers are sitting on the sideline. Buyers are sitting on the sideline because they finally have that first bit of reprieve. Like, I don't have to just rush into the offer. There'll be a new listing. I can make an offer in a week. It's not selling in 2 hours. It's selling in 2 to 4 weeks. Now we're normalizing a little bit, but as we get to normal market, we get to a state we have in between here and normal market. We do have a state of a little bit of sideline sitting, what I've coined the cold war of real estate. It's happening. And I just want to say, Nicole, go back. I'll probably cut it up on
Of
IG.
course you will. Mhm.
I was
Or have
probably
Bobby do
right
it.
on
You'll
that.
probably have Bobby do that, right?
Nicole, CNBC, dangerous territory, according to investor Peter Bakvar. He warns the recession is spreading into other parts of the economy. And he references what we're talking about right now, this National Association of Home Builders / Wells Fargo Housing Market Index, which dropped into this negative territory in August. We said it was the 8th month. Tighter monetary policy from Federal Reserve and persistently elevated construction costs have brought on a housing recession. Okay, so this investor here on CNBC, he wants to back up his claims a year ago that this recession is, we know it's here. Okay, the recession's here. It's hard. It's going to maybe even get harder. But he wants to really double down on his prediction because he wants to do a victory lap in a year, like I just did one. And he's saying we're just in the beginning. So I'm not aligned with this investor. We're not in a housing recession. We're in a economic recession. Two different things. We're in a normalizing housing market, but I'll be the first to say I don't align with Peter Bakvar, who warns this recession is now a housing recession. This is an economic recession, not a housing recession. He wants to be right. He says, though, that we're just in the beginning. If we're talking about the economic recession, I would say that that's probably true, but it doesn't mean that housing is going to fall off some cliff. We are not, anybody that is working with buyers right now, hit the thumbs up button if it's a lot harder to get a loan right now than it was during the mortgage crisis. These are two different markets. Continue to help educate your community on the differences. Nicole, overall, the builder confidence, is it a racket or not? Do they have a right to be worried?
I mean, I think again, I and again, the word confidence again. Do they? They're still building at the end of the day, so I don't think it's stopping
Hmm.
them. I think it. You're saying no. You think?
No, they are. No, I mean,
Yeah.
in the South, and certainly in the South, they're still building for sure.
I mean, there's still I mean, I have a bunch of buyers that are under contract for new construction right now. I mean, they're still building. I mean, they're obviously building houses that went under contract probably 7, 8 months ago. But again, I still think they're going to build. Obviously, their confidence, like their, sort of the uncertainty of what is probably there. But I don't know. I think at the end of the day, buyers are still going to want new construction.
Yeah, I think long term, you're right. People are going to continue, especially as this the largest buyer generation that is millennials right now
Right.
continues to age up, continues to buy homes. They will be looking
And
for,
as rents continue to go
yeah,
up, I mean, I've been looking at rents for my brother-in-law, and it's like, you're dude, stay home. Like, you're almost better off staying in your mom's basement. I
yeah.
mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. People need a lot of help right now because it is an unaffordable situation. Agents out there, you can go ahead and provide that help. Hey guys, appreciate you checking out this episode of The Real Word. If you want the full episode, go over to the Broke Agent YouTube. That's where we're hosting the full podcast. If you want to continue to see the segments broken out and the short clips, stay right here on The Real Word YouTube.